The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock of sneaky Coyote.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Twitch Grimfoot, a rat folk necromancer.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Ziansi, a spiderkin rogue.
I'm Connor Shenold. I play Jaska, the Yote Ranger.
I'm Ash King, and I am Sintra, Noel Paladin of the Bone Mother.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Billy, a possum fighter, and I'm also your DM this time. Welcome to Tales from the Ironwoods.
But I don't have a tail.
So you find yourself in Dimville, a city of bugs, all kinds of bugs, all shapes and sizes, some insects. And you find yourself specifically in the grocery store of Antony. And in this grocery store, you have one aisle full of seeds and grasses, one aisle full of rotten apple pieces and moldy bread, one aisle full of some bottles full of viscous fluid that Ziansi is very excited about. And at the very end of that aisle, you also see a assortment of helpful items like string, twine, bowls made from acorn tops, and one tall leaf with a sign attached that says edible umbrella.
Ziansi whispers to Blackjack, Blackjack, look, there's rabbit, no offense, and antelope and goat, and if I could buy like 3 or 4 of these, that would be delicious.
All right, first off, none taken. But we could certainly find some way to pay for this, but I'm still not certain exactly what we pay with.
I think...
Antony, I reach in my bag and I pull out some rations. I say, here's some food.
I got plenty of food.
You don't have this food.
He'll walk over to his cash register and he'll hit a couple buttons and the drawer pops open and he holds up what is just a gold piece.
Oh, all right. Well, in which case, thank you.
And how much do these vials of
Blood?
questionably viscous liquid cost? Because the truth is, up until this point, we literally have gotten no money.
Well, they're not really taking money.
No one's taking money.
Twitch was able to give him a
leaf.
And I don't think my tumbleweeds would mind offering up some to you guys if you wanted to. I got built-in money.
Yes, of course. I hand a gold piece. I say, all 3 of those vials, how many of these?
You can get all 3 bottles for, let's call it 15 silver.
Blackjack, come down the aisle. I'm gonna hold up a acorn top bowl, please.
Apparently, the acorn bowl for my friend Twitch, if you add that in.
Blackjack.
Oh.
So we got 15 silver so far.
Blackjack.
Maybe. Yes.
Two of them.
Two bowls.
Thank you.
How about 2 gold total? That'd be 20 silver.
Oh, sure. You can take some string, too.
Oh, well,
For
of course,
that?
string would be very useful. I'll take some string.
Can you give me an investigation or an arcana on this string? I would accept both.
That's 6.
Seems like string.
I got string.
But he's on the same aisle as you, Twitch, if you wanted to look.
Anthony's giving us some
Yeah,
string.
what are you shoving in my face? 20 plus.
This is ordinary string.
The string that he is holding is not ordinary string. It is magical string, and you feel like it is very useful magical string. But until you would actually sit down and play with it, you can't figure out exactly what it does. But it would be it seems magic-y.
You should buy 2 of those.
There's only one. So you bring the string and the acorn bowls and the blood over to the counter. Oh, I could give you all these things for 20 silver, no problem, except that you picked out my best string. Usually would upcharge, but you guys seem real nice. I'm gonna give you a good deal. You answer my riddle, you get the string for free.
Well, give us the riddle and we'll see how we do.
When I turn 100 years old, what'll I be? Everybody gets one guess, and you can tell me when you're ready to guess. It's not one of those things where you can't talk.
Are you a sentry ant?
Is that your guess?
Yeah, that's my guess.
That is wrong.
Okay.
Are we sure it's not like a play on words, like you become a sentry, like a guard?
Oh, I like how you're thinking. Is that your guess?
Yeah.
No, that's not correct.
I just realized Zianti's talking now when he wasn't supposed to be, but that's okay. Doesn't freak out Anthony.
He seems really open-minded.
Twitch goes, ta-da! He points at Zianti.
It's Roman numerals.
I mean, that would be my guess too. It would be if it's 100.
Isn't that an M?
No, it's C.
It's a C.
It's a C.
That's my guess. So when I turn 100 years old, be a C.
Nope, sorry. When I turn 100 years old, what will I be?
My only answer I can come up with is, well, if you're 100 years old and ants don't live that long, you'll be a dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant.
I like that answer, but it's wrong. Billy will give your cheek a little slap. Sindra, the ant seem like funny guy. I bet the answer is funny. But I'm not going to let Billy guess because I know the answer. When I turn 100 years old, what will I be?
Still standing here waiting for an answer.
Oh, you're a funny guy, but no, that's the wrong answer.
I'm just happy to be out of it now.
I'm looking at you, little furry thing. Sindra, give me pan. If you
What will
want
I
to
be?
do an intelligence roll with advantage because Billy's helping you,
18.
it is indeed a pun on the word ant.
So when I turn 100 years old, what will I be?
Antique.
I'm gonna go with that. And I'm gonna tell Billy an antique.
Okay, Anthony, my guess. When you are 100 years old, you will be an antique. Anthony smiles and throws up his arm and says, "You got it, little guy! I'm so proud of you! You get that string for free, little fella!" And this is a rope of climbing.
Anthony, thank you very much for helping us out.
No problem, you
And
betcha.
We will maybe see you tonight at the Sunflower Siren event.
Oh, well, you know, I just love those Zambini brothers. I'm a little soured that they got fired, so I think I'm just gonna stay in with the missus, you know.
Okay, well, we ran into them on the way here. They were very, very upset about getting fired, so...
As they should be.
Yeah. All right, well, we thank you very much for allowing us to shop in your store. What are the other stores that we have here?
Oh, well, you got the apothecary. Terry is the proprietor of that establishment.
Terry the Apothecary.
Terry, the apothecary.
Yeah, all right.
He's a dragonfly. And then you've got the Coleoptera, of course, run by Aldous and the Beetle Brothers. And then across the way there, you've got the Shell Shining place.
Shell's shiny.
Yeah, you go in, they give you exoskeleton a good buff.
Ah, well, yours looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I just had it done. I was worried it was a little garish.
I don't think
Look
we
who
know
you're
the
talking
difference.
to.
Purple coat, flamboyant.
Let me tell
colors.
you, your exoskeleton looks really great, too.
I work hard on this. This is not an easy thing to do. It's not something you just make up on your own. You got to work very hard to look this good, and you look good too.
Oh, if an ant could blush, it would.
All right.
Well, I think let's go over to Terry the Apothecary. Blackjack's just gonna talk up a storm if we keep this flattery going on.
I've got to go, Anthony, and hopefully we'll see you later.
Have a good one.
All right.
And he'll give you a little salute, and you're starting to wonder whether that's a bug thing. You cross the street into the apothecary. It's a smallish room with a counter at the back and shelves along the walls. Behind the counter is a firefly reading a book and drinking a yellow concoction through a blade of grass that has been rolled into a straw. And she has a name tag on that says Lindy. Along the walls are like little shelves with little potions on them with little placards underneath that say what everything is. So as you come in, Lindy will look up from her book and she would say, "Yeah, I guess we're open, but maybe don't, ask me any questions. Okay, thanks." And we'll go back to her book.
Well, just one simple question. Is Terry in?
No, Terry's out gathering stuff, and, like, when he comes back, I have to, like, chop it all up and stuff so then, like, he can make more potions. And honestly, like, I'm really mad about it because there's supposed to be a really good show over at the Coleoptera, and my mom thinks I'm sleeping over at my friend's house, but I was gonna go, and we were gonna look super cute, and Dylan is gonna be there, and I was really excited to go, but yeah, anyway, point of the story, I don't know anything about any of these potions, so don't ask me any questions. Okay, thanks.
Oh, and one more. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lindy.
Right, Lindy, tell you what I've got to do here. I've got a deal for you. Here, I have a flyer for tonight's show. Get you one free drink. Tell you what, if you want to go, and we'll watch the store for you.
Listen, Terry would absolutely kill me if I left the store unattended. As much as I want to go, I can't. And, like, that's just, like, a cross that I'll have to bear, and it'll only make me stronger and build me up, and then, like, my friends are gonna go and they can maybe tell me all about it, and, like, what if okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell my friend Becky to see Dylan and be like, oh my gosh, Lindy didn't come because she was too cool, and then Dylan will think that I was too cool to be there. I had other things to do. She can say that I was on a date. Oh my gosh. And she continues to blather.
Blackjack.
As I'm letting them act as a distraction while I'm just like
Yes, please.
looking around at all the different labels.
Blackjack.
Yoink.
We finally found someone who
If you ask her one more question, I will kill you where you stand.
I'm thinking maybe it was giving. I want to distract Lindy a little bit more and give my friend, because this is what we do. This is actually what we do. Is I come in and distract,
100%.
and he comes in and takes
100%.
So, Lindy, tell me, why do you care about what Dylan thinks?
Okay, we're not gonna roleplay this anymore. Well, that conversation is happening, is what we'll say. Give me a sleight of hand with advantage.
Yes.
25.
Okay, so you can swipe one potion.
Cool.
Did you also want to try to swipe something, Sintra? Give me a sleight of hand, but you can't have an advantage because, I get it that the conversation is happening at the same time. I feel like you can only give the help action to one.
Yeah.
Xeon's team, he knew exactly when to. He knew.
Cheese
exactly.
it!
Oh no!
I got a 1!
Oh no!
Hey-ya!
Smash on the ground.
And yeah, that's probably exactly what happens. Sintra goes to, like, put something in her pocket and misses her pocket just a little bit and it falls on the ground. Lindy's like, hey-ya!
I'm sorry, it slipped out of my hands.
You break it, you buy it! What was that?
I'll just put gold on the table.
The little plaque underneath the one that you broke actually says greater healing.
Oh no!
And that one, let's say 15.
Yeah, I will slide 15 gold under the table and see myself out. Nolan a china shop.
Do you have any other healing potions here?
I mean, look around. You got eyes. You can read, can't you?
I want to look around and see if there's any healing potions.
There's a regular healing potion.
How much is this regular healing potion?
She just sighs heavily, and the price tag on it says 5.
She said not to ask her any questions.
I will hand over 5 gold pieces.
What are the other potions?
So
right here?
you have a red potion with gold flecks that continuously move around the bottle, despite the bottle being still. You have a dark blue one with bubbles. You have one that is shimmering gold, and then you have another potion that seems to change color in the light. The first 3 have labels. So the red one is a speed potion, aka a haste spell. The second one, with the bubbles, is water breathing. And the third one that is gold is vitality, which will give you some temporary hit points and will cure of all conditions.
Okay, can I do a check for the last one?
So the label seems to be smudged.
Can I do an
Smell
Arcana
it.
check?
Yeah, you can try
see
an
what it
Arcana.
is? Yeah, modified 20.
So as you hold it in your hand and you try to get a fix on it, every time you think you figure out what this potion does, it changes. And the speed potion is 25 gold, water breathing and vitality are 15, and the one in your hand is only 5.
I'll buy it.
That one looks really pretty. I don't know what it does. You'll have to let me know.
Yeah, I'll be sure to come back and tell you exactly what it is.
Anything else? You have speed, water breathing, or vitality.
I'm going to go for it's a potion of haste, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Potion of haste. That's the rest of my money. Yes, we thank you for your time, Lindy. And sorry you won't be able to go to the show. We're going to go to the show right now. And we will let you know how it goes.
Have a good time! As you go back into the street, Ziansi would notice mothers pulling their children close as you approach and stuff like that. But the Coleoptera seems to have picked up, and this is also when you notice that the sun is getting pretty low, so you're sure it's probably pretty close to showtime.
So real quickly, furry huddle. If we're not going in as a touring group,
Like I said, we just go in as patrons.
so do you want to go back to your regular form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ziansi raises up on the back 2 legs and then starts to stand more upright, and we see the 2 of the middle legs fold back in around the waist, and 2 of the lower legs blend together into the thighs, and then bristles out, and then his equipment just starts to come back out onto the surface, and there he is, fully dressed.
Excellent.
Oh, my whip. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, the whip.
Oh, and the bottle. Yeah.
Yeah. And the
Thank you
bottle.
very much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
That was great. Thank you.
As he hands the blood bottles back to you, Ziansi, do you want to give me any kind of like check on that, or are you just gonna trust
bet.
him?
No, yeah, for sure. An 18.
They seem pretty special. They seem like maybe if you drink one, it might make you think about a word that might heal you.
Ooh.
But only you.
Gotcha.
So you have essentially 3 healing words.
Sweet.
That's just 1d4 plus, we'll say 2.
And what about the one special one that I pocketed from Terry's place?
Oh, yeah. Let's say for the sake of poor Cintra's heart that you snagged the greater healing. There were 2 of them. You snagged one. Cintra broke the other.
All right.
And greater healing is 4d4 plus 4.
Yes.
There's not really a bouncer or anything at the door, and the doors are kind of propped open for the crowd that is going in. And inside, the lighting is dim, mostly provided by some fireflies that are flitting around and seem to be acting as some like cocktail waitresses. They have trays of drinks and small plates that they deliver to booths that line the walls or the balcony above. Along the left wall is a large bar, and above the bar, the ironwood has been polished to a gleam, reflecting the room and flitting lights. The middle of the room seems to be a large dance floor, and as you go into the building and kind of get out from underneath the balcony, you can see that the room is absolutely massively tall. It must take up most of the tree. You can count about 10 floors before you lose them in the dancing lights. You see insects move between floors either by flying themselves or in baskets carried by giant elephant beetles. And across the dance floor from you is a large stage filled with 20 or so insects of different varieties playing instruments with a grasshopper conductor. The music is upbeat, jazzy, and fantastic. And I need everybody to give me a wisdom save.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Wisdom saves.
17.
Natural 20.
15.
13.
15.
Great, you all say. Sintra, you would be the only one that would notice it, but as the whole kind of room, as you guys really take it in, you can feel Billy's foot just tapping to the beat.
You having a good time up there, Billy?
It is good music. So without even noticing, his foot taps along with the beat. And as you look out at the bugs moving across the dance floor, mostly with partners, but some alone and others in large groups. It's just flavor. The music is irresistible. It's not a spell or anything. So what are you gonna do?
Is it tables or is it a theater style?
So there's a stage, and then right in front of the stage is a dance floor. On the left wall is the bar, and then closer to the door, and then along the right side of the dance floor are tables and booths.
Right.
And then there are tables and booths up in the balcony as well.
So if we were looking for the backstage area, or a backstage area where you kept someone as a prisoner, where do you think that would be?
And Ziansi looks around.
Okay.
For a wonderful investigation of 9.
Seems like it'd probably be behind the stage.
I have something I could do. I could go invisible.
I could go invisible.
I'm gonna just hang on the dance floor.
Remember that everybody gets one free drink with your voucher.
None for you.
Oh no, yeah. Alcohol's very bad. I should never have any.
That's right. Well, it's not just me that can go invisible. I have the ability to turn anybody. Why don't we go get a table first?
So
Let's
did
go
you
grab
want to
a
get a table on the ground floor or up in the balcony?
We should go to the balcony. We can see better from up there.
Yeah, but we're further away from the action and...
The ground floor would probably be there.
I think so, yes.
So you find yourself a little booth where you can situate yourself so that you don't really have your back to the room. You're facing the and you can have a really good view. And as you sit down, a very beautiful moth flies over and she says, "Hey there, good looking. Can I tempt you with our special? The Coleoptera Club," and she's gonna lay down a pile of menus. On the menu, you can see that there are a handful of different kinds of drinks. You have just a regular ale, then you have a drink called Grasshopper, Junebug, Beetlejuice, the Blue Butterfly, the Worm, the Mosquito Martini, and the Coleoptera Club.
Does the worm come with a worm?
No.
Does the worm turn?
No? What do you mean by turn, sugar?
Does it come with sugar?
If you wanted to, I guess. Right
I'll
on.
have the Junebug.
And for you? And she looks at the rest of the group.
I think I'll take the Blue Butterfly. That one sounds like the safest.
Are these all alcoholic?
Oh, I can make any of them, except for the ale, of course. Virgin.
That'd be great. I would like to have a virgin grasshopper.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I would like the Mosquito Martini.
A classy drink for a classy gentleman.
Thank you very much.
and turns to look at you, Syndra, and says, "For you, honey?"
Oh, I'm getting the worm.
And what about, she kind of looks at Billy.
If the worm had a worm, I would be giving the worm to him. But since the worm doesn't have worms,
Syndra, peek for me.
He'll have a June bug.
I'll have June bug, please. And she will fly off. She returns just a little bit later, very, very quickly, holding all of your drinks. Ziansi, you get a drink that is milky light green color and with like a little piece of fruit on the rim there. Billy and Twitch, did you also get a June bug?
Mm-hmm.
That one, it looks kind of like a Guinness, like it's that dark brown, but it doesn't smell like beer.
When she sets it down in front of me, I just push it to the side and forget it's there.
Syndra, in front of you, she puts a very small little glass of clear liquid with, to your eyes, looks like a candied worm. In front of Jaska, you get a hurricane glass, but it is essentially a blue slushy with some little cherries sticking out of top and an umbrella. In a martini glass, in front of you, Blackjack, she gives you a blood red martini with something that's similar to an olive, but tiny in your glass there.
Excellent. What was your name again?
My name's Leah. It's so nice to see you. Let me know if you need anything else. And she kind of flutters.
So once Leah has left, what is our plan?
Well, one, probably not to drink these drinks.
As I'm picking up.
If anybody drinks their drink, let me know and I'll tell you what happens.
Okay, let's sit here and watch let's watch.
Knock it back.
Okay, Syndra, you feel coming from your stomach out to the edges of your limbs. You aren't sure exactly what it is, but you're filled with bravery and confidence, and you are unable to be frightened for the next hour.
As I slurp up the worm.
Did you down the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
When I start talking, I will slide my drink over in front of you.
Nice.
I say we wait for the show to begin, see who this sunflower siren is. If it's who we think it is, during the performance, we make our way to backstage.
Right. Well, two of us can go invisible to do that. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure.
The other question is, you, or do we want someone else to be turned invisible?
Probably better for those not so inclined for stealth to be invisible, and the rest of us try and sneak back there ourselves.
Well, I don't know if we can sneak back there whilst visible, because everybody's eyes will be on the stage. But if two of us could go back invisibly where no one can see us.
Is there not a side door?
Not really.
Any other way to get
There's
backstage
some-
besides going across the stage?
No.
Okay.
So they're on the stage, on either side of the stage are some little steps that you essentially could go up the steps. You would be visible on stage and then you could dip back into the wings.
The two most diplomatic people need to go to talk her into whatever. They also need to be, if it's a diplomacy issue. If not, and it's a you're trapped issue, they need to be rescued. However, it is one performance only, one night only, right?
Yes.
So it's been said.
Might not be.
Syndra, I can drink the whole thing?
Go for it.
And he will bottom up while you guys are talking his drink and puts it down and he says, "Ah!" He says, Syndra, I feel so fast.
I'll drink my...
Jaska, as you drink it, you sip on it, you even get a little bit of brain freeze because it is a little slushy. And as you guys all look at Jaska, slowly starting at her nose and kind of going over the rest of her body, Jaska just turns blue.
Jaska, you're turning blue. And I will down my mosquito martini.
You drink it, and similar to Syndra, you feel this warmth go through your whole body, and you feel your skin tighten around your bones, but in like a good way. You don't really know how to explain it. And you are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next 20 minutes.
That it?
Bitch, come on.
No, thank you, General.
Live a
All right, so...
You're only young.
Ziansi, are you drinking your...
Okay. I'll go ahead and have my virgin
once.
grasshopper.
So, Ziansi, you drink it, and you feel in your legs the most powerful feeling you've ever felt.
Jumping
and you are
spider,
under
jumping.
the effect of the jump spell.
Sweet.
Jumping spider of jumping. That's how you get backstage.
I was actually thinking, what if it's Ziansi and I go? Can you turn Ziansi invisible?
Yes, we can do that.
And we go backstage and see what's back there and maybe talk to Ophelia before she goes on.
As you guys are talking and drinking, give me a perception check.
15.
11.
13.
Okay, so the highest was a 15. Jaska, you're kind of sitting in a great position to see everything as it happens, and a harried-looking beetle rushes up on stage, and the music stops in that way that bands stop, where everybody stops cacophonously. And he takes the microphone and he says, "Hey y'all, I'm real sorry, but the one-night performance of the Sunflower Siren has been canceled due to unforeseen circumstances." And the crowd boos loudly. They seem to move towards the stage or the doors. And he says, "But listen, Adel's gonna make it up to y'all because y'all his favorite patrons of his fine establishment. So everybody gets one drink on the house, free of charge for your troubles. Next week, we'll have those acrobats, Raleigh, Polly, and Ollie back in here. Let me tell you, that's a show. Let's give it up for Adel." And the insects applaud, chitter, make all kinds of cacophonous racket. And then he says, "And let's give it up for John Legman and the Beatles." And the applause continues as he exits the stage, right? And the band picks up again.
Can I grab it?
No, the stage is going to be like 60 feet away from you.
Can we see where he goes?
He goes stage right, and he disappears backstage.
In the
Hustle and bustle.
Yeah. Can we go on the stage and just follow him? I'm not going invisible. Just go.
Yeah. So you will be
Just
at
walk confidently. And we
like
look at
half
her
movement because
Carry
of the
a
crowd,
clipboard.
but you can get there in a couple of turns.
Yeah, we're just gonna go like we belong.
Go ahead and give me a performance. I would also give you deception if you'd rather do deception instead of performance.
100%.
Can I do persuasion?
No. You can do deception or performance.
15.
Modified 20.
19 deception.
8.
Oh,
Billy also got 6. Blackjack, Twitch, Zionsi, and Jaska are all able to kind of slip past because Sintra, at the head of the group as she normally is, Sintra tries to go up there, and John Legman, one hand conducting, says, hey, where are you going? You can't be here. You're not part of the performance. And as he is dealing with Sintra, you guys can kind of get there.
I just immediately just go to pretending to be drunk.
You gotta get out of here. You don't belong here.
What? Dance. It's fine, man.
And we'll kind of continue to try to usher you off the stage.
And I wait until like they've all snuck backstage. I just go out into the crowd.
We dance! And Billy does his little bad dance.
I just hope and pray that the others will be all fine.
Backstage, there's really only a couple of doors, one of which very clearly has 2 beetles standing in front of it, with their arms crossed standing in front of the door, and they don't seem to notice you at the moment.
I would like to keep it that way and use some stealth.
Okay.
A natural 1.
What's the total?
It does become a 9.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stealth as well.
I would like to as well.
Twitch?
For just 11.
Mine's a...
If I cause a distraction with the beetles, will it help them out?
Maybe.
I'm just going to look, obviously, not trying to hide and go, "Are y'all ready?"
I think so.
Yes.
Jessica, what was your stealth?
I was at 18.
18.
I'm marching right down the hall to the door where the beetles are. I go, "Out of my way, stand aside, open that door."
And they kind of glower down at you. They say, "Who do you think you are?"
"Open the door."
No!
I'll try to reach behind one and pull the door open. And
They'll move in front of the door.
"You're going to make this difficult, aren't you?"
Get out of here! And they seem to move to try to kick you.
"I'll take the kick."
Okay. 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Now you've done it. Earth trimmer.
Oh, sanity saves.
Yep.
14 and a 7.
Okay, so 14 is the target. 1d6 bludgeoning and knock prone for 1. And so that is 2 points, and he is prone. I go, that's better. And I try to open the door that he was standing in front of.
The other one moves in front of the door. And then he also will take a piece of grass out of his pocket and blow into it like a whistle, just to make sure everybody gets a chance to do what they want to do. Let's go ahead and do initiative.
And you have the D8 still.
Yeah. Woo! But I'm out on the dance floor, just grooving.
Jaska, let's start with you.
An 11.
An 11. Sintra.
21.
Billy got a 17. Blackjack.
19.
Oh, what's your dex?
+3.
Twitch.
12.
Zionsi.
Zionsi also got a 19, +4 now at 4th level.
Okay, so it'll be Zionsi, Blackjack, and then
Whomever.
what I've got.
Yeah.
Okay, Sintra, you're dancing. Do you want to do me a perception? Because I imagine after you tried to keep an eye on them.
Right. Perception is going to be a modified 20.
So you're dancing, pretending to be super involved. You're able to keep an eye on what's happening. You move far stage left so you can see stage right. You see this whole interaction with Twitch. He whistled, but you can't hear it. You get a sense that it's some kind of special, but you do see him put a blade of grass to his mouth.
Do I kind of feel like the earth tremor?
Oh yeah, you would feel the earth tremor a little bit.
I bet money that it's probably Twitch, because I can kind of see Twitch like trying to threaten these guys. So I'm gonna go for Project Chaos. And I reach into my bag, and I reach into the small bag inside of my bag. Oh no. And I grasp hold of something fluffy, and I pull it out of the bag and throw it into the crowd.
Throw it at the band.
Yeah, throw it into the band. And it's a 6, so it's a giant boar.
You throw it into the band, and they don't seem to notice for a second, and then the boar grows and grows and grows and starts throwing bugs and instruments everywhere. It starts stampeding off the stage onto the dance floor. People start screaming and kind of heading towards the door, but remember there's only the one door, so it's a big bottleneck, and you have created indeed some chaos. And you get the idea does that cost an action or a bonus action?
It is an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet.
Mm-hmm. You could still get to Twitch with your movement.
So as soon as the boar kind of clears a path for me, I'm gonna run on over and I just look at the boar and I just tell it, cause chaos! The creature is friendly to you and your companions and it acts on your turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders such as attack your enemies.
Yeah, so it is going to just stampede around the room, knocking over tables.
In the absence of such orders, the creature acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature.
Abort! Okay, so that is Sintra's turn. Ziansi.
What Ziansi would like to do is to just bash through the door. Just cut right through these guys.
So one is standing in front of the door, and then the other one is on the ground prone, but also in front of the door.
Okay. So Ziansi skitters up a wall, across the ceiling, to the end of the hallway, and then drops down on the guy still standing.
He could do a strength saving throw to see if you knock him down?
Sure.
He rolled a 16, so we'll say he keeps his feet.
Or do you want me to roll contested?
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Gives you a chance to roll something.
Cheese and crackers is a natural 1 again.
But I will say that you can land on the prone one and do 1d4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
With your body.
That guy moves out of the way just in time. Ooh, but 4 points of damage to the other guy as I land right in his belly.
Are you in spider form or Ziansi form?
Ziansi form.
Okay.
I'm
with
humanoid.
A weird creature on him. He's very confused by this creature. Blackjack. There's a guy standing in front of the door. Next to him on the ground, we have another beetle, and then Ziansi on top of that beetle.
I'm going to bonus action cast Hex. And
The standing one or the down one?
The guy who's down on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my daggers, and I'm going to attack. So the first attack, he's down on the ground, so that's prone, so that's
advantage.
Yeah. 13.
That missed.
Okay, second attack. Offhand, 16.
16 will hit him.
But no bonus because it's offhand. 9 points of piercing damage.
And with that, Ziansi, you feel him kind of go limp underneath you.
Sweet.
And he's dead.
And you got him.
Got him. All right, that is my turn.
Then, seeming to respond to maybe some kind of whistle, another beetle, this one dressed very fancy, appears in front of you. He kind of looks at the guy standing in front of the door, and he says, "It's okay, bud. You can give it up." And he takes something out of his pocket and pushes a button, and then he and the other beetle are going to fly away. So you follow him with your eyes for a moment, because he flies back over the stage to go up the center of the tree, and you start to feel the ground rumbling beneath you, and the dance floor seems to tremble for a moment before lifting up like large doors, opening to reveal first darkness and then a giant centipede, the largest you've ever seen. Patrons and employees begin screaming even more than they already were, and scattering in all directions as it crawls out of the hole, and it reaches out with its large mandibles and makes a quick meal out of the grasshopper band leader John Legman, before turning his sights on the screaming buffet it's just been presented.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Ironwoods is Kiri Hester as Billy and our Dungeon Master, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Brooke Bullock as Zionsi, Johnny Payne as Twitch, Ash King as Sintra, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. Special thanks to our Silver Star Paladin patron, Shenanigans Unplugged. The showrunner for Campaign 2 is Aiden Cross. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music, courtesy of TabletopAudio.com, Sirenscape, and Monument Studios. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast, provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. If you enjoy the new campaign of Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the Ironwoods.
You answer my riddle, you get the string for free.
Do you know how badly I do at riddles during D&D games? It's a great
old
riddles.
age.
It's an easy riddle.
Okay, I have 18 intelligence. We'll see if we can roll the answer.
That's right, yes.
Billy will give your cheek a little slap. No, not like a harmful slap, like a little pat, little pat.
Smack! Do better!
You're so stupid, Sintra. He's like, Sintra!
I told you not spam! You're terrible at riddles.
And this is a rope of climbing
Wow.
that you just won with a third grader's riddle.
Hey!
Shows how smart we are.
That's right.
And Aiden has approved that will grow up with you when you go to regular size. You don't have to leave
That's
it
why I
tiny.
bought these bowls to see if I come out with like giant acorn-sized bowls.
That'd be awesome. I love how like, Blackjack became like our mom. We're in the aisle going, "Can I have one of these?"
Can you imagine finding a human-sized skull right now and holding on to it? And then when you grow up.
I think we got some gold pieces from
Alvia?
the Raven.
Oh, Charlie.
Who?
Exactly. Thank you.
Along the walls are like little shelves with little potions on them with little placards underneath that say what everything is.
I'm really interested in this place.
Aiden thought you would be.
And we'll watch the score for you.
Oh, I mean, listen.
Please let me do a persuasion check to make this work.
Yes.
If you crit, maybe something will happen, but you can, do a persuasion check. Just know the DC is astronomically high.
Poop. It's only 18.
Did you also want to try to swipe something, Sintra, and get poor Lindy fired?
Well, she don't like this job anyway.
She
Maybe
needs the
she'll get-
money for lip gloss.
Maybe she'll get fired in time to go to the show.
Listen, Aiden tried to help me with economics and inflation.
I don't think any of us has the money to cover a greater healing potion.
No, we're in trouble.
That's like 350 gold pieces.
Well, we priced it down to 25.
That's literally all the money I have.
That's what I'm saying. So let's and then Michael, please edit all of this out.
Oh,
So
yes.
we're gonna price everything down again. You have speed, water breathing, or vitality.
Yeah. My metagaming says go for water breathing because it would only be there if you need it. But that's me metagaming, so it could also be that we never use it.
Do you want to go check out the
Exoskeleton buffers.
exoskeleton buffers?
I will tell you as a DM, I have nothing fleshed out for that because I didn't imagine you would go in there.
None of us have an exoskeleton. Why would we go there?
So do you want to go back to your regular form?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can wait.
Well, we're going in now.
Okay. Find like a little corner somewhere, like around the corner.
Go into a little phone booth.
We're in a huddle. Let's do it right here.
That's right.
What? I was watching. All right, turn around the other way. Don't look. No, anyway,
He's a
Zionsi.
He's a shy shifter. Nobody look.
Halfway through, I'm going to slow down.
Oh my god. I mean, it feels like overkill to use a grater at this level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Save them.
But those will be good. They will come in handy.
Okay,
So
sip
we'll,
it.
Can I just like?
Sip
I
it.
gotta go. Can I do half?
Can I like take the cork out, just like lick the cork, and like?
What's the joke? You know, we're in an RPG video game. It's like, oh, you should think about using your resources. No.
No, that's hard.
I will need them later.
She's gonna lay down a pile of menus. There are more props.
For those playing at home, Kiri just actually handed out menus.
Yes.
I'm thinking both of these props from last episode 2 will show up
So
in media.
What was your name again?
I didn't name her.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, I named a different character that you're not gonna see.
Jaska, you're turning blue.
Nothing else happens. You
turning
only
violet,
turn blue.
Violet, you're turning violet.
Yeah.
I was for sure you were going to get some immunity to cold.
You are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for the next 20 minutes.
Sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Time to start a ballroom blitz.
So do they stack?
I would like a
Centra drinks-
refund on my drink.
It would. She would lose the one that she had and get the new one.
And you know
Come
what mine
on,
does?
Twitch.
It's what that. No,
Yeah. Jim, you should just carry it with you. And if you need haste, then you can
Thank
down
you.
it, right?
That's right. It's a potion of haste.
What kind of save?
low ones. Dex.
Okay. Patrons and employees begin screaming even more than they already were and scattering in all directions as it crawls out of the hole, and it reaches out with its large mandibles and makes a quick meal out of the grasshopper band leader John Legman before turning his sights on the screaming buffet it's just been presented.
This is a children's show.
That's awesome.